Morning, morning. Blessed solstice to you all. Welcome to Morning Musings. We are here to listen for a message about going for our big dreams. Yeah, so a message from the universe. And we are utilizing Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck as our conduit for that message to come through. And what do I mean by going through your big dreams? I mean, doing the things that you really love doing, making your year, your life, your being who and what you want it to be, right? So going for those dreams that you've had inside for a very long time that excite you, that light your fire, that you think about and you just go, I want to that. I want to do that. And then maybe you hold back because your partner says, it's stupid. We don't have enough money. Or your family goes, really? That again? Oh my God, please just shut up already. Or your friends go, well, what? That's weird. Why? What? No, you don't need to do that. That's crazy. And so you shrink and hide that part of you because the people who surround you don't understand it, don't support it, don't think it's worthwhile. And I'm here to tell you that it is. It is absolutely worthwhile. It is absolutely what you should be doing. Right? Just because they don't understand it doesn't mean it's not important. It just means they don't understand it. And they don't have to. You do. You need to know that it's important. You need to know that it's worthwhile. You need to know that this is your path. And the thing is if you start following it, if you start going down that path, the path you know is right for you, may not be right for them, but it's right for you. And if you keep going down that path, you are going to find people who understand, who support, who encourage, who go, yes, oh my God, that's amazing. What did you just do? What? That's so cool. Right? It's amazing. It's very cool. And so you will attract those people into your life and you'll start having a really good time. And then you may find something after you do that for a while that's like outside of their box. And they're like, what? You're crazy. You keep going because you'll attract the people who enjoy that. And then maybe you can mix the two, whatever, however it works out. Keep following your path. I don't know where it's going to lead, except for fulfillment, happiness, joy, and peace within. Right? You are going to feel complete, content. Every time you stretch yourself, you're like, oh, there's generally a sense of incontentedness, you know, and that's what moves you to say, okay, there's more. There's something else. And we as humans, we have that in spades. We have that impetus to move forward, to try something different, to do something new, to grow. We don't stop growing as we hit adulthood. We don't stop investigating or being interested. We continue to be interested. Like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that's about. Let's dig into that some. And that's your divine spark saying, there's more for you. There's more. You thought that was a lot? Let me show you this. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. Check this out. Let's grow some more. So why not follow it? Why stunt your growth? Why stunt your ability to be, do, have, make? Right? Go have fun. That's what your big dream is all about. So we are going to have a quick little meditation as I shuffle the cards, and then we'll pull the card and see what shows up. All right. So, um, but first, the work that needs to be done because I'm on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Hey, baby. Yes, you too can enjoy all of this all the time when you like and subscribe and hit that button up there that will tell you when I go live next, which I do every day. Ching! All right, job done. Oh, there's got to be that every YouTube video, right? It's like and subscribe. It's it's goofy, but it works. So hey, like and subscribe. Anyway, all right. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get comfortable in your chair. Ah, get settled in wherever you are. Get comfortable laying down, standing up, walking around, whatever it is. And just center yourself. Center yourself into your body and take a deep breath. I know that yawning is okay. It's normal. It means that things are shifting. It means you're breathing better, more intentionally. You're bringing oxygen into your lungs so that they can go into your red blood cells and filter all around your body. It's a great system. And if you feel so inclined, close your eyes. And I want you to really connect to your body. So scan your body. And in this scan, we're going to do a couple of them. In this scan, I want you to really get in touch with those areas of your body that feel good, that do their job, that you never have to think about them. They're always working, doing what they do. Your skin, your muscles, your tendons, joints, your bones, your intestines, your organs, all of those things just work. The veins pumping your blood throughout your body, all of those things that just are working. They're doing their job, they're going about their way. You never have to think about it. Give them some attention. Give them some gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for waking me up in the morning. Thank you for getting me up out of bed, for going to the kitchen and getting some breakfast and digesting that food and creating energy out of it. Thank you. I appreciate you for all that you do. Oh, and now I want you to do another scan from head to toe and think about the areas that aren't working so well, have some pain, have some tension that are calling your attention to them. for whatever reason. Could be an injury, could just be tension, stress, could be some kind of dis-ease going on. Just allow yourself to notice without judgment and say thank you for those areas as well. Thank you for the areas of injury. Thank you for the areas of tension. Thank you for the areas of dis-ease. And the reason we're being grateful for these areas is because that's your body fighting for you, fighting against harmful things, be they mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual. Your body is fighting, and it is fighting hard, sending you messages to slow down. That's too much. That injury, that's too much. Slow down a little bit. Back up a little bit. Go back to basics. Be intentional. Watch what you're doing. Build the strength. Then we can move forward a little bit faster, a little bit harder, a little bit stronger, a little bit beyond where we were before. We got to heal this first. We got to go back and rebuild. In those areas of tension or dis-ease, these areas are fighting, and they're fighting against something that happened a long time ago, especially those chronic ones. They are fighting against something that happened a long time ago. An incident, a situation, a person, a group of people, an environment that you lived within. And that situation, incident, person, people, or environment may be long gone, but your body's hung on to it. It has been a way of protection. It has been a way of keeping you safe, of keeping you alive and surviving. And sometimes we get stuck in that mode, in that survival mode. And we don't need to. And this is your moment to notice what survival mode techniques, what areas are you holding on to that no longer serve, that are actually holding you back. And one way is to look at your body, to feel those areas of tension, to acknowledge those areas of dis-ease. And to heal, to close the loop, to let that be in the past. And that takes a while. So thank you, body, for letting me know what those things are. And as your body is getting used to this idea that it can relax, it can let go, it can release, that is not something that we need to fight against anymore. I want you to go into your heart center. And notice the boundaries that surround your heart. Notice the survival techniques in place to keep your heart safe that allowed you to survive through those things. And notice which ones are out of date, which ones have served their purpose and no longer need to be at the forefront, no longer need to be engaged. And as you're noticing this visual representation of these survival techniques, these boundaries, these walls that have been put up, I want you to notice that there is this soft, warm, inviting light that surrounds all of these. Maybe faint, maybe kind of bright. As you're working on it, it gets brighter. But it's so inviting that you start to step through those boundaries. You walk through those walls as only you can because you built them for your safety. And as you traverse these walls, the light gets brighter and brighter, warmer, more inviting. Mm. And finally, you step through the very first boundary, the very first survival technique, the very first way to keep you safe. And you step into this light fully exposed, beautiful, bright, warm, so bright that you would think it would be blinding, but you could stare at it all day long and never be hurt. A light that is enveloping and warm and comfortable. This is your light. This is you. Your divine spark. This is the light that you shine through all of those safety techniques, through all of those walls. This is the light that attracts your people to you. This is your gift to the world. Your true, authentic self. And as you are connecting, reconnecting to this part of you that it's been hidden, tucked away, made safe, I want you to reach out into the earth and connect to the center of the earth, to that center of the creative power, that life-bringing force that surrounds us on a daily basis, that has created everything around us. And I want you to invite that energy in, up through your feet, into your ankles, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your hips, up your spine, into your torso, into your chest, around your ribs, up into your shoulders, down your arms, up into your neck, into your head, and connecting to your heart space. Wow. Big shift. connecting to your heart space, connecting to your light, your divine spark, saying, let's create this life, this most amazing, abundant, authentic life. And as you are connecting, I want you to reach out into the stars, into the galaxy, into the universe. Reaching out into the vast knowledge and connectedness of everything in the universe. And inviting that knowledge, that connectedness, that energy into your body, down through your head, down your neck, to your shoulders, down your arms, down your spine, wrapping around your chest through your ribs, down your spine further into your torso, to your hips, your thighs, your knees, your shins, ankles, and feet. And this energy swirls throughout your body, touching every cell, connecting everything together, healing wounds, bringing knowledge, connecting to your heart space, to the earth energy, to your divine spark. And it says, this is how we build this life. And it lays the path out, illuminated with starshine in front of you. And you step on that path for the first time, for the next time, and recommit to living your big dream, to creating your gift on this earth, to moving forward through the obstacles, picking up new tools, releasing old tools that don't work anymore, putting them in the toolbox just in case they're needed again. You will never lose those tools. But there are new tools to learn, new experiences to have, new adventures to go on, new skills to learn. Oh, bright blessings. Amen. So mote it be. Our card for today is diving for light. Diving for light. Wait, here we go. How brave are you? You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice. Yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. The oracle of diving for light speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship changes, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. That darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as a death, divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Just know that you are actually on track and right where you need to be. Our creative process and our spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel. There is spring and summer in the seasons of our soul, as well as in the earthly ones. There is the autumn harvest, and there is the death inherent in winter, when energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out the darkness where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be until the time is right for new life, energy, and creative inspiration to burst forth. When diving for light, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand it has a purpose, much like winter does upon the earth. It is not in error or through lack of consciousness that you are here now. It is a testament to your spiritual growth and creative process, not a sign that they are lacking or stalling. The healing process below will help you with your inward plunging and to successfully navigate it. This oracle brings particular guidance that although you are powerful, you are also vulnerable at this time. You need to be alert to sabotage and criticism that may make your progress more difficult than it already is. That would be rather unnecessary. At least some of the people around you might be more attached to their fear and doubt than to their faith in your process and the ways of the creative, rebellious spiritual path that asks us to trust unconditionally. They may be frightened due to a lack of understanding. You don't need to carry their fear for them. You have your own process to attend to, and they can choose to be inspired by your journey or frightened by it. They are free to respond as they wish. And whatever those responses are, they are part of their journey for them to work through. You also need to be vigilant against the darker forces within you. These are the voices that you may not expect, particularly if you are a pure hearted being who typically resonates with love. These voices or feelings might surprise you with their dark intensity. They may be feelings of hate, terror, or of wanting only to sleep because anything further is all just too hard. They may contain vicious criticism of yourself or tell you that your inner creative work is pointless, unoriginal, not worth it, or stupid. These dark forces might try to tell you that you are on the wrong path, suggest that you will fail, or ask with great condescension, "Who the hell do you think you are?" You must stay in your heart and not believe these dark forces. Stay in compassion. Fear creates the energy of anger, hate, and destructiveness. These forces are a part of life. We don't have to be frightened of them in order to find the light in the dark. Sorry. We don't have to be frightened of them, nor do we need to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find light in the darkness. We can We just need to hold compassion and be intelligently aware so we can avoid being seduced into the trap of needing to prove ourselves or into the mistaken belief that we need to fight against darkness. It is too easy to get caught up in trying to heal the dark. Darkness just is. Recognize it when it is there and be in your compassionate heart. All you need to do is make a choice. You will stay in your heart, or you will be seduced by darkness and overcome by hate or sleepiness. Diving for light is a spiritual test and a threshold for all true creative work. We successfully navigate our way through this test and pass the threshold into new creative birth by staying connected to the light of compassion in our own hearts. It is not an easy test, but it is one that you must be ready for. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming to you now. Just remember, it is the light of the heart that sustains. It exists within us always, even in the darkest depths of unknown terrain. This oracle also comes with a special message. There is a darkness within or around you that could become problematic if left unchecked. If for no particular reason you find yourself feeling angry, irritated, hopeless, or tired more easily than usual, unable to rest, or it's just too much effort to exercise or take care of yourself, then this darkness is having an unnecessary effect on you. It is time to end that now from a place of compassion. The healing process below will empower you for that task. Don't be afraid. You are learning this lesson and the unending power of compassion because you are ready for it. You are ready for it. Feel honored by the lesson and stay humbly centered in your powerful, rebellious heart that refuses to be conquered by fear and remains faithful to love. All will be well. Diving for light. Let's do the healing process. Yeah, I'll say this aloud, whether it makes sense to you or not. I call upon the presence of unconditional love. Be here now without restraint. Fill me, fill this space. Touch all beings with your grace. I feel the presence of unconditional love within me. I acknowledge the presence of unconditional love all around me. I am the presence of unconditional love. And in this love, no fear can remain. May unconditional love guide any fear back to the light of love or back into the earth as serves the greatest good. My body, mind, heart, and soul are now completely bathed in and protected by unconditional love. Through my own free will, this is so. Repeat morning and night for at least 3 days and continue for as long as you wish and feels good for you. You may feel some reactions to this work. Fear, anger, or irritation may come up. You may feel an overwhelming need to go and do something that doesn't actually seem that important once you start doing it and could have waited 5 more minutes. You might feel nausea. You might also feel emotional with sadness or grief passing through you. These are all signs that your healing process is working on a darker energy and that the energy is releasing itself from you. Repeat this simple process until you feel clear. Don't be afraid to continue with it as much as is needed, especially if you live or work in a toxic environment with a lot of negativity, arguments, anger, or disturbances, and cannot extricate yourself from that environment for a period of time for various reasons. If you feel you need additional help, seek out a reputable shaman or a spiritual leader to assist you. Trust your instincts on this. There is no need to fear or feel burdened by this work. You are being drawn into this experience so that you are ready to experience more light. To be ready for that, we must be capable of handling equal darkness. Now is the preparation. Soon the celebration will follow. Diving for light. Oh, what? Oh, it's the storm you're going through. I call them shift storms because as you shift, you bring things up. As you're ready to shift, things show up. Things that show up that no longer serve you, that you're not start to notice you're tripping over these things, whatever they are, mental, emotional, physical, right? You trip over them and you're like, "Ow, ugh, that thing." That's your body, that's your mind, that's your spirit, that's your presence saying, we need to work on that. That's the next thing that needs to be decluttered, released, undone. Find the gold nuggets in it, and the rest of it can go away. Reminds me of I was decluttering my house once, and there was an art project that my daughters did together. Uh, it was a book report kind of a thing that they made this big diorama. And my eldest helped my youngest with it. And it was just a wonderful memory. And so I'd been keeping this big monstrosity of a thing. Um, and my eldest daughter was helping me declutter. And she's like, Mom, are you ready to get rid of this yet? And I'm like, no. And she's like, but Mom, it's falling apart. like old, it's big, it's clunky. I'm like, "No, you guys made that together. No, that's a special memory of watching you guys do that." And she was like, "Well, what is it about it? Because it's a stick, it's a Justin Bieber doll, and it's, what is it?" And I said, "Well, honestly, it's the bees." Because it was a scene from a book where guy climbs into the trees and the bees get all upset, right? I'm like, "It's the bees. You guys sat there and glued these bees together and hung them so that it was surrounding them, it's the bees." And she goes, "Okay, well, what if we do something with the bees and we can let the rest go?" And I was like, "Yeah, that works." And so she made, and I'm looking at it right now, she made a little art installation of those bees that I get to look up at every day. And I no longer have the big clunky thing that it was initially for, right? It's like, but I have the bees and they're beautiful and they're out of the way. They're up there. They're not in the way and they bring me joy. The rest of it's gone, right? Like that was just the placeholder for these bees, but it was falling apart. It was ugly. It was, it was just all these things, right? And so I cleared out what didn't work and kept the gold out of it. I kept the bees. Yeah. And it's that when you trip over these things, when it's time, when these shift storms come along, it's time to assess. And what is it? What's the gold of this thing that you're hanging on to, but you're also hanging on to all the rest of it? The rest of it doesn't. You just pluck out the gold piece. Pluck out that nugget, pluck out that memory, pluck out that really important thing and let the surroundings of it go. We clear space to make room for new stuff to come in. It can change, right? Like we changed it from this box that was sitting on top of a bookshelf into an art installation on the ceiling of my office, right? It can shift, it can morph, it can become something new and different while still holding that gold nugget piece. It doesn't have to stay what it was. It was this. It must be made here. It is in solid stone now. Ah, no. Chip away the stone that doesn't work. Take the piece, the heart of it, and make something new with it. Give yourself room to grow. Find a new way that it inspires you. That's the diving for light. That's the digging in. Like, that doesn't work. That piece, I want that piece. But that, and that can go away. Oh, I kind of like that piece over there too. These two things can, right? Clear it out. What doesn't work anymore? And sometimes that's hard work because it's emotional. It's hooky, right? It's expectations. It's all these things. It's an excavation and they can be dirty and messy, but you will find the gold. And you can release all the rest of it. Somebody else may think that's gold. Let them have it. You have yours. Let them have theirs. Diving for light. Mm, namaste. This has been an extra long one today. Lots of stuff showing up. Thank you for sticking around. Appreciate it. And if you are looking for some assistance in this decluttering journey, in this diving for light, in going through this shift storm, in moving through this obstacle, this whatever it is that's happening. And I know that the holidays bring up a lot of stuff, and we're right there. It is solstice. Christmas is coming up. Hanukkah is ending, right? There's all this convergence of what we think should be happening, and maybe it's not, and that's bringing stuff up, right? If you would like some assistance with going through this journey, I invite you to the Create Your Big Dream course. And it is about finding out what that dream is. What is that impetus? What is your divine spark telling you right now? Because it will shift over time, it will grow and it will get bigger. What is it telling you now? How can we make a path to walk to get there, right? An intentional path that we do that by setting goals. How do we navigate these storms that show up? Take care of ourselves, celebrate us, reflect, all of those things. How can we do that? That's what this course is all about. There is a link in the description down below where you can learn more and register. We get started on January 7th. That'll be the first day of class. So until then, I hope to see you in that class. Hope to see you registered. This is for you and your big dream, right? But until then, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this. And I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.